Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I am going to start to make an eclectic journal. Now I have gathered up a few bits and pieces. I have some beautiful doilies here. I have so many doilies and bits and pieces that I really should sort of like pop into a journal. I've got some lovely fabric. This is new fabric, and this is what I got off Amazon, but it's absolutely gorgeous with lovely roses on it. So that's sort of like the cover I would like to do. I've got some book papers. I have got some tea stain paper, some gessoed paper in there, all sorts of bits for the inside, and I have got some random sort of my papers here, some digital papers. Some of them already were printed on the back, so I have used, it's got the tea stain paper pack on there and just some random ones. So it's sort of like I wanted to use up what I had already printed. So this is beautiful. I love that paper. So these are already printed on here, so I wanted to use these up in the journal so they're not sitting around and doing something. And obviously it's going to be a nice eclectic one. I have a great big bunch of stuff here, which is lots of tags and things like that. I also have another big box of bits and pieces to put in here. I have got some beautiful envelopes that we made a little while ago. So I've got so much stuff. That's why I wanted to make a journal. So we are going to make a start today. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try, I don't want to make it too complicated, so I'm just going to take my papers and just fold them in half, some one way, some with the pattern on the inside and the outside, all depends. I'm just going to fold them up because we can always turn them around the other way if we don't want them that way. That's got nice sort of like music in print in the front and on the other side, I mean, like this. So I've got to start using some of my stuff up. I have got boxes of stuff from the Friday freebies that we make, to all the videos that I do making bits and pieces. I've got so much of it around that we have to put it to good use. And the best way to keep it is to pop it into these lovely journals. Well, I hope it's going to be a lovely journal anyway. So I'm going to make probably be like 2 signatures, I think. 2, maybe 3. So I've got some book paper. So this is from the Penny magazine, that lovely magazine, the lovely book that I have. So we'll just fold all these pieces up and try and sort of like get some little signatures made up, like this. So I don't really want to make a huge one, so I will fold some of this up. It doesn't mean that I'm going to use it all. We'll just pop it on in like this. It's obviously the pages aren't all going to be the same size, and I do have an Amazon envelope as well, which I want to make the cover from, so I think that would be quite nice. So let's have some of this paper as well. Fold all this up. I don't want all the pages to be the same. Look at this one. This one's, I think these ones I did in the oven, which I don't normally do. I think that's why it looks so burnt, because you can tell I'm not very good at it in the oven. It's better to be outside in the garden to do my tea staining, which I didn't do any this year, because I haven't actually been using a lot of tea stain paper or coffee stain paper. So I still had lots left from last year, so I haven't really used it. Right, I'm not going to do any more. I've got a nice big pile of it here if we need to add anything into it. So let's start. What shall we have? I think I'm going to turn this one in this way. So we'll just pop a few little random pieces inside. So this is like This is almost like photocopied. I think I might have photocopied this. Let's pop that one in here. But it's all paper that I really want to use up. Let's pop that in there. Let's have our nice one like that. And what's that one? I love this paper. I think it's that way. Is it that way? No, I think it's that way. Right, so how many is that? 1, 2, 3, let's make sure, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see, we might be able to actually get a few more signatures. Let's see, I don't want it to be huge because it takes too long to sort of like fill up, doesn't it, with all the bits, although I got lots of things to go in it. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that can be like the middle one. So that's 2. Then we can do another one. What do we have on the inside of this one? Should we put that way? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have another one of this. We can have this lovely piece here. 6. I need another. Well, what I will probably do, I will get another piece of digital paper. Gosh, couldn't think what it was called then. There we go. And I'll add another piece into that one, I think. So there we go. That's our 3 simple signatures. And I love it that they're all sort of like different sizes in there as well, which looks really nice. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to sew them in or anything like that. I'm going to just decorate them, embellish them like this as they go, because the last one that I did was, I made it too big. So I made the cover and it was way too, these were all way too big, the cover was too small, and it was a bit of a disaster, my last eclectic one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to ink some of these up. Let me put a piece of this down. Let's get some ink. I'm going to just ink, because I want it to be a bit sort of like grungy as well. Okay, like this, nice bit of grunge all over it. So what I will do, I will go off, I'm going to grunge all these up, and then I will be back once they are all grunged and done, and I will show you, and then we will go on to the next step. So see you in a minute when I've done all of this inking. Okay, so I have inked all round the edges of the signatures, and I think they look really, really nice. I've added in this one for the extra page, and it wasn't printed on the back, so I've just sort of like grungy inked it, so it looks really nice. So they all have 7 pages in them now. Now I've tried to sort of sort out a few things, and just a few things, so each signature has sort of like got the same, a couple of the same bits in it. So these are the lovely little pocket tags, the paperclip pocket tags that we made the other day. So I've got one each of those to go in the signature. I've got one of our lovely patchwork paper bags. Gosh, I can't speak today. I have one of our lovely little file folder sort of little pockets that we've got. So I've got 3 of those as well. These are ones that I made a while ago. They've got the little pocket in the front, and they've got like a little it's like a little scrap notebook there, and a few little tags or little journaling cards in there, which pops in the top. And I thought they would be really nice just to almost stick. I think I might just like stick that on the page as well. You could probably stick it just with 3 sides and have another sort of like pocket this way. we shall see. And then I've got one of my lovely envelopes. So they're the sort of like things I'm going to just do, sort of try and do the start of one of the signatures first. So let's get going on this one. So what I thought I would do, let's just put those few bits we got. I'm going to leave that. I will come back. I'm just going to add a few things to them, and then we can come back and then embellish a little bit more as well as we go on. So I'm just going to pop, shall we just pop this envelope this way if I can, because that's a nice sturdy piece. So what I need is my paper clips over here. So let me just paper clip that on, and then I will find some paper clips that I've made as well to attach them. So let's see, is that out the right way, Paige? I think so. Should we have something on there? That would look nice, wouldn't it? Just put that on there like that. We can obviously, we can just move them about as well. So where shall I put, what should we do that? This is quite a thin piece, so I don't really want to paper clip anything to that. So let's just come back to that. That I love. This one goes, this is perfect. Look at that. That looks lovely on there. Or shall we have it in the middle page? See, that looks nice, doesn't it? Now I am just going to actually just glue these in. I'm not even going to think about it, because I've got lots of things to go in them, and I think I'm just going to actually just glue that in. Maybe I'll leave it open at the top, so again we've got another little top pocket. So I'm going to glue this just on 3 sides like this, and stick that on. Make sure you're sort of level like that, because we can come back, because I would like to put sort of like some bits down this side and things like that, embellish them like that. So I just want to get the bones of it in there, really, I suppose you'd say. So that looks nice, doesn't it? So let's go back to here. What should we put on there? I'm not sure. What should we put now? I need some scrap paper. Gosh, I've got a ton of scrap paper here. Let's have a look. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Should we make a little... I suppose I could make a little pocket. What have I got to put in the pocket? I've got tons of these. I did have some which I inked somewhere. Here we go. Look at these. These would look nice, wouldn't they? I think that's going to be a bit too big. Oh, that pansy's nice. That would look lovely. I might actually sew round these as well. Not right now, but I think... Oh, that's nice too. I've got so many things that I've made, it's just crazy. So I'm going to just cut this down. Where's my little... Here we go. It's my little one here. Let's just eyeball this. Let's just do it there. Put that down. Let's have a little bit of ink around the sides. Now I could do with a little bit of lace or something on the top of this pocket, couldn't I? I don't really think I have anything. Maybe I'll come back and pop some lace on top of there and sew around that one, because that, I think that looks nice, and it's not that heavy actually on this pocket. I think that looks really pretty on there. So let's just glue that on. A little bit of Fabri-Tac, not Fabri-Tac, 3-in-1 on here. There we go. Pop that down. Like that, and then again we can just pop something inside like that. I'm not going to pop that in there yet. I'm just going to leave that just to dry. Maybe I could put, maybe what have I got left? Should we put that on this side? Little corner one. Maybe I'll pop a little corner one, and then we could have another one of these little flower journal cards tucked in there. Well, maybe do with a sort of smaller one, couldn't we? Peony looks nice, doesn't it? I think I will just do that on that side. Let's just ink around here. Like that. And pop that. I think I'll pop it sort of like nearer to the edge. And I think, or maybe inside. No, I'm going to pop it nearer to the edge and just glue down these two, I think. And then we can pop something in there like that, I think. Let's do that. Just two sides. Like that. Stick that down, and then these I've actually backed onto some cards, so they are quite sturdy. Like that, and I think that will look nice. We have a little bit of lace or something around there. So that looks good. Let's take that out. I probably won't remember that I put the peony in there, but that's okay. How have I folded that? It's got a bit. Okay, so let's go this way. This one I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. This one, what should we have on here? Loving these. I did enjoy making these. So shall we put that down? Shall I pop a little bit of collage or something on the back of here? Because I'm going to stick that down. Now I need a tag of some sort. What's that like? Will that fit? Oh, look at that. Perfect. That's lovely. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to just do a little bit, because this has got sort of like book paper on. I need a bit of book paper. Let me just look at my old lovely book. This is where you got the penny magazine pages from. They are just yummy, aren't they? And let's just take this page out. Look at this book, it's just amazing. Let's just take a little bit. I have photocopied quite a bit of this, and I do have the photocopy ones in the Etsy shop as well. So I think I'm just gonna collage the back. Let's just pop a little bit of, just a little bit of ink, not too much. And I will, what should we do? Just use a little bit of this to stick it down. So I'm trying to just not think about it too much, because, isn't it, overthinking, which I've tended to do a lot lately. I like that if you don't overthink too much, you can just do it, and I think it looks really, really nice then. Let's pop this piece down here. There's a little bit of ink. Because everything is already made, I want to put all the things that I've already made in it. You can just sort of like decorate the background of the pages a little bit. Stick that down there. Pop you on there. So that looks really good, doesn't it, I think? Could do with a little bit more. Maybe we'll go this way again, just up there. Oops. A little bit, tiny bit of ink on there. A little bit of glue. Like this. I do like to use book paper because we don't have, oh well, I don't get junk mail here in Portugal. You don't seem to get the junk mail like you do in a lot of the other countries. So I just sort of like use, because I can't really sort of We don't sort of like have magazines and things around, so we're limited on sort of like the junk maily bits and pieces, if you know what I mean. But I think because we've got lots of activities here, I think I might go and see if I can get, now it's the end of the season, some like brochures and stuff for excursions that they do here, which I didn't think about before, but I will. Should I stick that on there? I'm going to stick that on with a little bit of 3-in-1. Stick it all the way across the back, because these are quite thin, these bags. So let's just stick that down like that. Am I in view properly? Yes, I am. Oops, wobbly wobbly. Okay, love it, love that. And then that lovely little tag can pop in the top. Maybe I'll make a little hole in that and have something dingling dangling off it. I don't think I've inked it either. But we can go round and redo some of these anyway. That looks nice. I love that. I love that. We can pop something on here as well. Now what I want to do is something on here. What can I put on there? We would like a little journaling space, I think. Would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Put these little bits and pieces out of the way. Put my lid on. I think I might just use a piece of this. Like this. And then we can have like a journaling. Shall I just do it? What can we do? How can we do that? Because it's quite thin. I think what I might do is just stick this on actually as a journal square in the middle. And then we can embellish around it. What do you think? So stick that on there. So, and then we can embellish around it so it's just, yes, I'm going to do that so I don't think about it too much. Let's just pop this on here. It's just a little bit of ink around the edge like that. Just so it's going to look sort of a little bit grungy, isn't it? So I'm going to stick that. So that is just so where you can write, because obviously we need little writing spaces in here as well, don't we? Little journaling spaces. So I'm going to just, what should I do? Should I stick it down with some of this? Just going to stick that on. And then we can come back and embellish around it like that. And then we can sort of like, because I've got these beautiful butterflies, I don't know, I think these were a Friday freebie, I believe, but look at that, wouldn't that, because these are really light. That one I did, I think, on vellum. So these would look really pretty just on here with a little dingly dangly on it, wouldn't they? Yes, I will probably forget about that though, won't I? What's this? That one. Beautiful. So that's the sort of thing I was thinking of anyway. So we have got, I will probably pop some lace or something down the front page here. Then we've got our lovely little envelope there. We will find something to go on there. So let's just pop these. I like that. I do like that. Shall I pop one on that side as well? Or I think I might just do it on this one. That I like there. That I like. Love that on there. Obviously because it goes with the papers. I think I will stick this one onto this one here. Let's just do that now. Or should I stick it on that side? Or maybe I'll stick it on that side. Ink around. Gosh, what would we do without our ink, our vintage photo ink? Okay, let's just make sure this is. Take that piece out. Make sure this is folded properly. Let's have a look. Stick that down. There we go. Okay. Let's stick that on there so we're sort of in the middle of it. There we go. Stick that down like that. What I might do as well, maybe I'll just reinforce this little bit in the middle just so it doesn't rip. Shall I pop something on there? Maybe I just pop a little bit of this through there. Let's just tear a piece off because I don't want it ripping really. I'm just going to glue that on. I don't care if it's too long off the edges. Let's just go down. How are we doing for time? Are we all right? We're good for time. Let's just pop this on. I'm going to just stick that on and then I will fold it. So where's the middle? Let's just stick it on and then fold. Lovely big blob of glue. Okay, so roughly the middle, like that. Perfect. And then we shall just fold this in half like that. Perfect. So then that is reinforced just a little bit so it doesn't rip. Perfect. So did I have that one on there? Oh yes, and then that one was in the middle, wasn't it? Lovely. There we go. And that looks good. I quite like that just down the side as well. Could also stick something on this bit. That's our little pocket there. That goes on there. That folds over like that. That's our little pocket. I like that one. So we shall leave that. And what shall we have on this page? What have we got here? Oh, we had this one, didn't we? These are quite thin as well. So I don't want to hang too much off there, too heavy. That can go on there, can't it? I've got lots of other things. I'm going to bring out lots of other things as well for the next video. So, but I do love these little. I'm going to just stick that down as is as well because that's got a little thing on there. Let's take that out for a minute. And I'm going to. Should we pop it that way? So then we've got a pocket in here. Shall we? Yes, I think I will. Let's just stick that down on three sides. So that opens up like that. I think I might get the Friday freebie out now. that I did the other day and pop it in here. I've already done the Friday Freebie video and I nearly told you what it was then. So, perfect, that's lovely. So that sits there, and then we've got a little pocket in there so we can pop, I think, just like a little journaling card, can slot in and out of there like that. Perfect. And then we can put something, a little, another, actually I might pop something up here, that we've got our lovely big hidden paper clips as well. Do you remember we made these ones with the little pockets on the back? So these just slip over your page. I think that's too big to go on there, but it does look nice, doesn't it? Oops, oops, if I can take it off. Oh, that's nice and stuck. Maybe I will, what have we got on there? Maybe I'll just pop it on here. Like that. And then again, I will be using other journal cards, but then we can just have something to tuck up in there. Lovely. And on that side. And then again, this is quite thin. So, we shall pop this maybe in here, on this way. Should we pop it on this way? Like that. Love it. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave it there. I will probably just do a few similar things into these ones that we've got here, just so I can get ahead, and so the videos aren't going to be too long. So I will do the same sort of things, like add in the envelopes and these bits into these journals, and then we will come back and I will have sorted out a few more other bits that we can add into them again, and then we will start on the actual journal cover, because I think this is going to be lovely. A really nice, quick and easy one, I think. A nice, fun one to put all your bits and pieces, because we've got lots and lots of bits and pieces that you must have in your stash that you need to add into a journal. And instead of them sitting in your drawers, make a journal with all your bits and pieces. So there we go, guys. I will see you next time, and we will carry on with this. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.